guys, it's Emma. Today I have a really small bookshelf tour. It's part one of two parts because right now the place where I'm living, this isn't my actual home, this is just a place I'm renting, and this bookshelf isn't even mine. But these books are, obviously. But like, it's a really small bookshelf, and I just have pretty much just these two shelves that you see behind me. And all my other books are at home, obviously, which is a really long way away. So I'm going to do part one now and show you what I have here, and then part two when I get home next week for Christmas and the holidays. I will do part two and show you the rest of the stuff that's at home. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so over here hiding behind the bedpost is a huge book. You can't really see. Edgar Allan Poe. Damn it. It's a complete collection of Edgar Allan Poe's work, because I am a big fan of him. I really like his writing and his stories, and him as a person is just very intriguing. He's very good, from his tragic life to his very mysterious death. It's all just very interesting, and his stories, I just love them. They're great. I haven't read the whole thing, but I've read several of them, so anytime I feel like I want to read a creepy story, I just pull one out. Next I have H.G. Wells, a huge collection of several of his sci-fi novels. Haven't read any of them yet, but we'll be reading one of them for the booktubeathon this weekend. Next I have The World of Jeeves and Wooster. The World of Jeeves, P.G. Wodehouse. This was given me by my parents for Christmas, like last Christmas or the year before. P.G. Wodehouse, I've read a bit of him before, and he's just very funny, and I've watched the Jeeves and Wooster TV show with Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie, and actually that is where I got my pen name from, Aaron Finknottle. Finknottle is a character in one of P.G. Wodehouse's stories named Gussie Finknottle, and I just really wanted a name that was kind of weird and sounds weird, so I chose Finknottle. Next we have Believing the Lie by Elizabeth George. I have not read this one yet, but my mom did give it to me to read, so hopefully I'll get around to that at some point. Next I have, it's a non-fiction book. It's just about metaphysics. I bought it in my first year because it looked interesting at the bookstore on campus. And then I also bought these two, Big Questions of God and the Big Questions of Philosophy. Just more philosophy books, because in my second year I was kind of really into philosophy, and also in high school as well. And I still am, but I just haven't been into it as much. So I have those, and then I have just these two. Nope, not doing that. A Student's Writing Guide by Taylor, and Writing Philosophy, which was given to me by a neighbor who is a philosopher, and he's really cool. Next I have Mad About the Boy by Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy by Helen Fielding. I read this the other month, and it was good. I still have to do a review on it, which I will. Next I have is The Singularity is Near by Ray Kurzweil. Again, I have not read it yet, but my dad read it, he really liked it, and I've sort of been getting into Ray Kurzweil's whole philosophy about, the future and the whole singularity thing. It's very interesting, so, I shall read it at some point, but probably not till the summer. Yeah, so that's for this section over here. Next, over here we have Virginia Woolf, A Room of One's Own, just really small. My mom gave it to me to read. Have not read it yet, but I will, because Virginia Woolf is, of course, very well known, and I really want to read some of her stuff, so, and it's really small, so I won't take long to read, so at some point I shall read it this semester, probably. Next, I have Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins, which I did read and very much liked it. And then I have The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides, Pompeii by Mary Beard, which was also given to me by my mom to read. It's a non-fiction book about Pompeii and the volcanic accident that happened, thousands of years ago. And it sounds really interesting, but I just, again, have not read it. I shall at some point, though. Next I have Hunter's Green by Phyllis A. Whitney, then Airborne by Kenneth Opel, and then the first 4 books of the House of Night series by P.C. and Kirsten Cast. I don't have much to say about those, so let's just move on. Then I have Kate Moss's The Winter Ghost, and then I have The Blue is for Nightmare series by Laurie Feria Stallars. And there is a 5th book called Black is for Beginnings, but it's in like a graphic novel form or something, and I'm not sure Like, I haven't read any graphic novels yet, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, so I haven't gone out and got it yet, and I can never find it in stores anyway, so I might go get it at some point. We'll see. And then next I have the Deadly Little Secrets series by, again, Lori Faria Stallers. There's a 5th book in this. I think it's called Deadly Little Lessons, and I can never find it in stores, so I'm gonna have to order it online because I really want to read it. Then I have The Raven Voice by Maggie Stiefvater, A Vintage Affair by Isabel Wolf, and this is just a small fraction of the Nancy Drew books that I have at home, so yeah. I really like Nancy Drew. I play the games, I collect the books. I have done since I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12 or 10 or something. I have a ton of the yellow hardcover original ones back at home, and I've just started collecting, a few months ago I started collecting these ones that were made in the 80s. So yeah, like I said, this is just a tiny fraction of the books, of the Nancy Drew books I have. So when I get home, I will show you in my other video how many I have. Then I have The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I don't know how you say that still. And then over here I have the Mara Dyer trilogy, just the first 2 books. Have to get the 3rd one. Love the first one, just bought this one today, going to read it probably in like a day this week. Because yeah, I really liked it. And then over here we have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell and Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. Then we have Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, Cinder by Marissa Mayer, If I Stay by Gail Forman, Difference Engine by William Gibson and Bruce Sterling. I didn't even actually finish that book because I just did not like it. I might do a review on that one. Yeah, I'll go into depth in that video. I don't want to take up this video with that. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Or Gillian Flynn, I don't know, Gillian Flynn. The Selection Trilogy by Kira Cass. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. A Great and Terrible Beauty by Liva Bray. Ruby Red by Henry Holt. Wait, no, that's not right, because that's not the person's name. Kirsten Gier. That's who the author is, not Henry Holt. Okay. And French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, Stolen by Lucy Christopher. And this, the Margaret Trilogy by Bernice Thurman, is, you can tell, I've read it like a bunch of times. This is like actually my most favorite book ever. So I will do a video dedicated solely to that book another day. But it is like my most favorite book ever. Robopocalypse, Daniel H. Wilson. Just a really small little novella, Up at the Villa by W. Somerset Maugham, or Maugham, I don't know. Night Film by Marisha Pessl. And then all the way up here, we have the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger. I've read the first 3. We'll read the next 2 at some point. And then Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, but don't be fooled, it's actually J.K. Rowling. And then The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood, neither of which I have read yet. Okay, so that was my really short little bookshelf tour. Hope you liked it. And thanks for watching.